So when you talk about the new Bratz dolls that are coming out, I'm actually excited for them, even though I just lost my job. Yeah, anyway. Not my fault, I was bullied, but whatever. Aside from that, I want to talk about the new dolls. I'm going to start out with the birthday ones. I'm starting with my favorite of them, which is the Jade. I haven't seen a Jade in purple since, if ever, actually. I'm not sure. I can't remember the last time I've seen her in purple, and I really like that they made her, like, you know, gothy again. This is how I kind of view her, as like a goth icon. Very, very cute. And I took a picture of this because I just want to note, like, the boxes. I'm obsessed with the little bow handle. Oh, also with the Jade. The t-shirt is just, like, average. I'll be honest. All these ones with the t-shirts, I'm just kind of like, with the shirt. But back to this one. The boxes are cute. Chloe was everyone's least favorite from what I saw. Actually, I would say she'd be my third favorite, but only because I love. Excited that this keeps going out. I don't have a computer yet. I love her outfit, but I love the two of the other ones more. Like Jade and Sasha, I love more. Can't help it, but I don't think she's as bad of a doll as people are saying. The only issue I have is the pinking of her hair doesn't really go with the rest of her. And again, her shirt, honestly, she's probably the best shirt out of this, just because it's, you know, it's basic, but it's classic. Next is Sasha. I would say she's my second favorite. I hate the shoes, but other than that, the makeup is perfect. I feel like they're finally giving Sasha good makeup, because for a while there, they just weren't. Or they would give her good makeup, but it didn't go with her outfit or her hair. So I'm glad they finally seem to be figuring out what to give her. The purse looks kind of dumb with the outfit, but I do like the jewelry. The shirt is like, I don't know what it is with this, like, every time they had these t-shirts with them, this weird, I mean, I know it's trendy in general right now for shirts like that, but it's just, it's odd. It's odd. It's like when they sexualize, or like, those old cartoons where it's like, you know this is a girl because she has lashes and lipstick. But other than that, I mean, I would wear it as a pajama top. It is kind of cute. The colors are cute and kind of retro. Oh, there's Chloe again. Yeah, sorry, I forgot. I had her again. Actually, I think of all their shoes, hers is my favorite. And the purse, hers is my favorite. The jewelry, hers is my favorite. But it's like the hair and the lipstick. The hair and the lipstick don't go together at all. And then the lipstick doesn't go with the outfit. And the hair doesn't go with the outfit. So I get why she's everyone's least favorite. But the actual outfit is the best. Or like, second best. I would say Sasha, minus the accessories. Then Chloe's outfit, not the rest of her, with her accessory. Then Jade's outfit would be third, but the doll would be second of this. And then I'm going to show my least favorite, which is Jasmine last. Last and least. Shirt is stupid. Makeup, again, doesn't go with the outfit. Beautiful doll. Doesn't go with the outfit. The heels could have been good if they didn't act like a cupcake. Because it doesn't look like a cupcake, it looks like it's a corkscrew. The accessories, the purse is cute, the jewelry doesn't go with the outfit. I don't know what they were doing. Usually Yasmin's my favorite of the collections, but no. Just, no. And then next is the Tyler doll. I included this image just because I thought it was really cute. Like the little pose and everything. It's cute. It's cute. The doll as a whole, great that she has a second outfit. The little CD, the little disc record. I don't know what they're trying to pass. I don't know if they're passing off it as a record or a CD. Cute. Again, I love her. Like, I love the doll. But it doesn't go with the outfit. The makeup doesn't go with the outfit. The hair goes with the second outfit, but it doesn't go with the ball gown. It just doesn't. And I don't even think I've seen Tyler have makeup like that. She's usually doing a nude lip. So that was a choice. I do like they included, it's hard to see here, like I said, I'm on my phone. I like that they have her little eyebrow slit, and I think she has a little scar. That's cute. And yeah, I do like they did the hair. I'm glad they chose this hairstyle of hers, because I haven't seen it on a Bratz doll yet. Or really, hardly any. I can't think of really any dolls. There was, and I'm aging myself here, way back, I forget who it was. It wasn't Integrity. I think it might have been the people who did the gym dolls. There was a line of African American dolls that had hair accessories, that had braids, and they would come with beads. It was a really cool line. I wish I could remember the brand. I might make a whole video about them, actually. Because when I saw those as a kid in Toys R Us, I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. Because there wasn't really anything. There was Shawnee, but I was a little too young for Shawnee, so I didn't see her in stores, and her friends in stores. But I do know about the history of her. But they didn't have that kind of diversity in the late 90s, early 2000s. Barbie didn't. And well, it's not Barbie, but the doll looks more Barbie adjacent than Bratz adjacent. As far as like, because I think it was before Bratz. It's hard to be. I think this was like a year before Bratz when I saw them, but that's a whole other thing. But they were really cool. I need to find them and talk about them, actually, I feel like. Okay, so on to the next. The closet. The closet everybody hates except for me. Dana's one of my favorites. I think just because she's a brunette with, like, pretty eyes. I'm gonna say it. I love it. I'm obsessed. This actually might be my favorite release. And she looks like, again, aging myself, Pete Burns. I think it was the late 90s or so. Pete Burns had that hairstyle. He was the singer of Dead or Alive, rest in peace. One of my favorite musicians ever. But she reminds me of Pete Burns. I like that they have the Ooh La La inspired outfit. I love that there's a pajama set. I love the shoes. I love the accent. Like, there's nothing I don't like. But people were ignore that little wish list thing. I got the image from Walmart. Okay, I was trying to find the best resolution because I'm on my phone. But this is the thing. People were talking and they were raving. Not about this. Hold on, sorry. About her. They were raving about the prototype. And while I love the leather skirt, I love the robe, I like the high heels, and she's a pretty doll, I honestly prefer the one they released. Maybe I'm the only one, but I don't like the jeans here or the top. The top with the bra is just outdated. I know the leather skirt's kind of outdated, but I love a good lace up with leather. The fur, I think, as a vest is cute, but I honestly prefer... Maybe I prefer the one they released because the outfits are more updated and current. So, this is Sasha. Hello Kitty Sasha. The girl everybody's been waiting for. She's amazing. Actually, I think I might like her more than the Dana. I like the fur. I like the sweater. I love the hair. I love the little Hello Kitty bows. I like the skirt. I like that there's different materials. I love the little boots that kind of look like platform tabbies. I like, even though tabbies are kind of outdated, but I still like them. I like an ugly shoe. I like the socks. I like everything. She's amazing. And I do feel like I should talk about the reimagined. I would edit this, but I have a migraine. I just want to, make a video because I feel unproductive. The reimagined. I like them better than the original dolls. I will say that. I like them better than the original dolls. Chloe's cute, but I don't like the top. It looks messy. It looks like they just cut up some stuff. Jade, again, lace-up details, so I love the skirt. Love the hair, love that it's the East Asian vibe. Like her glasses. I like that her glasses are actual glasses. I think Chloe's might be actual glasses, I'm not sure. Whereas Yasmin and Sasha have sunglasses. I like that it's a continuation of... I forget what the line was, but the last line with t-shirts where they gave Jade real glasses. It just suits her personality. But as far as the reimagined goes, she doesn't look hardly anything like her original doll. I'm sorry. She just doesn't. And I'm glad, because I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of the original. Yasmin, I think, technically Chloe looks the most like her original, but boring. The makeup's a little better than some of the other dolls for her, though. Sasha, actually, I would say Sasha... I can't decide who reminds me the most of the original between Sasha and Yasmin. It's hard to tell. I'm also have to say Yasmin's bag. I don't like it. I don't like her bag. I'm sorry. I love her top and her pants. I love the velvety look they have. I'm not sure if they're velvety. I haven't seen them in person yet. But it looks velvety, and I like that. I like the 70s vibe. Actually, side note, Yasmin and Sasha are the only, of the original first edition Bratz, are the only ones I like. As a kid, I liked all of them because it was so new. I never saw anything like that until then. I never saw a doll collection until then where every character wasn't equal and there was so much diversity. So I was really excited as a kid and wanted all of them. But in hindsight, I really only like Sasha and Yasmin's. Sasha, I love that she has the curly hair. I love that they keep giving her curlier hair recently. I like that they've been doing different textures. I liked the one... Gosh, I can't remember some of the names of these lines. The Yasmin doll that had the curly hair with the bangs that came out a few years ago. Really cute. Really, really cute. Was it a new type of strutted or sky? Anyway. I like curly hair on dolls. And especially, Sasha has a Chaka Khan vibe going on. And again, her outfit actually very similar to her old one, her original one. But honestly better. I would say Yasmin's is about the same. And Sasha's is better. Jay's is totally better. Chloe's is worse, but close to the same. I think that's it. All I have to really say about them. I wasn't sure what they were going to look like. When I saw the reimagining, I was just kind of like, well, exactly what are they doing? But I kind of hope that these girls do well, even though the Chloe looks a complete mess and Yasmin's bag is atrocious, because I want them to also do a reimagining of the first edition of Megan and, well, the first edition of Dana, I think, was the spa one, technically. But when the first edition of the Megan, really would like a re-edition of the first edition of the twins, Roxy and Phoebe. I know it's probably never going to happen, but Lord, if it did. Yeah, that's my opinion so far of them. Like I said, I haven't seen them in person yet. My opinions will probably change once I do. The photos are never exactly the same, how they look in stores. The dolls themselves never look exactly the same. Each one looks a little bit different. Quality control and it's not just Bratz. It's not just the Bratz company. Mattel's been, basically every doll company, the quality control has been like absolute crap. In a way, it's kind of fun. In a way, I kind of like it when it's a little wonky, because sometimes they look better. But it is kind of annoying, because some people only can order online, and when the quality control is like, I know you can return it, but it's a pain in the ass. So I would like some quality control. But so far, those are the new releases. I'm not sure if they're going to have more later this year. Kind of hope not, because I lost my job. Great, wonderful. Honestly, the reason I'm making this video, because I wasn't making, like, I want to make more videos. Once I lost I haven't wanted to make videos for years, okay? But once I had my job, I was like, no, I don't want to, because I'm not going to say what it was, but it was in the medical field. Like, I don't want my employer finding it. But I'm disabled, so after, like, years, and this is a tangent, and honestly, you can end it now, because I'm just going on a tangent about this instead of Bratz for the rest of the thing. Honestly, for years, as a disabled person, I worked so hard to get to where I could work. I moved states to a state that has, in an area that has public transportation, but is still affordable. I'm still in a work program for those with disabilities. And I got a job, and it was similar to what I went to school for. And then, when you work so hard as a disabled person, and then you get treated like crap for your disabilities, whole other thing. I'm just going to say it, my bosses, like, told me, people with ADHD cannot do my job that I had. But then I was told different things, and the people that were helping me with employment were told different things. I'm probably just going to make a video on it. I was afraid to. Like, really afraid to speak out about it. But I feel like it's important. It is important. I'm just going to say it is important, because there are other people in my predicament that want to work or disabled And I wasn't even bad at my job. That's the thing. Most of my other coworkers said I was good at it, said I was progressing really well. There was just one particular person that I guess was telling my manager or boss or whatever stuff, and then she told, and also my boss would like lie to me and about me and then just try to convince me of it, which is a whole other thing. And she believed it. She believed the stuff this woman, I guess, was telling her. And I had to put the pieces together because this woman was so rude. Like, she was so freaking rude. She would be nice to everyone but me. She didn't like having to train me. She never talked to me unless it was to chastise me for stuff that she was okay with other people doing. I'm just going to say it. And I put the 2 and 2 together and realized both times my boss chewed me out was after this woman had trained me. Quote unquote trained. The woman didn't really train me. The last day I got trained by her, I didn't mess up ever. But I came in the next day and my bosses were like, oh, you're not progressing, you can't do this, you can't do that. I'm thinking, what? Because I was perfectly fine. And I put it together, I'm like, oh, this woman is telling them one thing. The woman also just kind of started having people that would be nice to me unless she was around. It was awful. I'm going to make a video on it because, like I said, I was afraid to out of some type of retaliation. But it's important. It's important. And I know nobody might even see it. This is the first video. These are going to be the first videos I'm making. I don't even have a computer yet, so I'm doing this on my phone. I don't even know if the microphone's working or picking this up. I'm going to have to do it all over again. But I'm just God. If somebody is ever in my situation, and they do find a video like that, if and when I make it, even if it doesn't help them with their job itself, if it gives them some kind of emotional reconciliation with the universe or whatever they believe in, I'll be happy. But yeah, maybe I will connect it with Bratz. Jade got fired from that magazine and she started her own. But I'm signing off. Once there's more collections released, I'm going to do another video. Hopefully, I'll have a computer by then. But if I don't, I'll just make do. Southern girls make do. I'm not going to say country. I'm not country. I'm from the South. Have a country accent, but I'm not country. I am Southern. Southern girls make do.